Hey, I wanted to just come on here and talk to you guys a little bit more about the Happy Planner. If you saw my video last week, you saw that I got a new planner, which I kind of used in conjunction with an old planner that I was already using. So I was using Sacred Ordinary Days planner. I was using the academic year. So it was an 18-month planner, and it was based off the liturgical year and had some really great aspects to it. Feel free to check out that other video. But it was a little bit bigger than I wanted, and also there were some other elements that I was kind of missing. So what I did was I cut the pages down to size, and I added them with the planner I was already using, the new planner, the Happy Planner, and found a system that really worked for me. The one thing I really like about Sacred Ordinary Days is they do offer a PDF version of their planner, so you can purchase that, and then you could size it down to fit whatever planner you need. So I do plan on still using that with the Happy Planner. So I was looking into, of course, some of the folders and the new things that you can do with the Happy Planner. I'd already bought the hole punch so that I could incorporate my Sacred Ordinary Days planner with the Happy Planner. So I already had this. And I bought the classic size. They have a bigger one. I think it's just, I know they have a classic, a mini, I don't know if this is called like the big Happy Planner, but that's what I call it. I think that might be what it's called. And this one specifically says it's kind of for memory keeping. This says, hello, this happy memory keeping book belongs to. But it still has undated months. So it has a monthly page, and you can put things down like favorite moments, quotes, and then they have undated vertical planning pages. So they still have that for each month, and they have a tab and a divider for each month, and a pretty little divider, and then again it's undated. And then it comes with stickers here which have the months, so that you can mark it with the stickers. So this is the big size, like I mentioned, and one thing that's really great about that is you could take full size sheets of paper and insert it into the Happy Planner with using the hole punch. So one thing that I'm involved in every year is Bible Study Fellowship. I've done it for a few years now. I was a group member, and then for a few years I was a group leader. And then this last year, my family and I moved across the country, and I joined for the first time a virtual group. So we meet virtually, and I don't lead that group. I have a group leader. But doing it virtually, and Bible Study Fellowship has moved a lot of things online, I don't get a physical copy of the notes and the questions. So I realized pretty quickly in the year that I was really missing something tactile, physical in my hands. I tried just downloading it to my iPad and using the Apple Pencil and writing on there, and it just wasn't the same, and it was hard for me to stay focused. So I started printing out BSF's notes and questions each week. Throughout the years, I've always used just a 3-ring binder to organize my BSF. But this year, the reason I got this big size planner was to use my, for BSF next year. So we're doing, I believe, Acts and Letters of the Apostles next year. And I just wanted to show you kind of what it would look like. So what I plan on doing is each month, we probably will start in September. We usually start, at least here in the United States, we start in September and go through May. So I would start off, and I would still use these vertical planning pages to write down, you know, things that I'm seeing in the year. I'll still probably decorate it with stickers and washi tape and all that stuff because it's fun. But then I can write down how I'm praying for other group members, prayer requests that they share. I can write down things that I see as I'm reading the Bible and reading through Acts and the Letters of the Apostles. I can write down any announcements. So if we have fellowships or if we have any kind of workshop type things, I can put that down. And then kind of divide up the year that way, and month by month, which I think is exciting to go back and see, you know, how God's answered prayers and things that I've learned and how I've grown through the year studying with BSF. And then, of course, printing off my notes, I just used the hole punch, and I already had hole punched a couple of these just so you can see what it would look like. but I already inserted it right here. And so then basically what you end up with is just basically a book with all your BSF stuff. Now, I just kind of printed this so you could see, but of course by the time I'm usually done with these, it's highlighted and marked up and I've written on the margins. So yeah, but all you do is you just use this hole punch and it creates kind of a mushroom shaped punch out, and this just comes right in and out. So if I just grab these pages here, let me move it here so make sure you guys can see it. I just grab some of these pages right here and you just lift it right up and it comes right out. But then to put them in, you know, here's my printout of the BSF notes. They just pop right in, so easy. So I'm excited to use this next year for BSF. I think this would be great. I kind of wish I had one of these back when I was a group leader. It would have been a great way to keep track of, you know, not only the notes and questions and lecture notes, but announcements from leaders meeting and the doctrine stuff that we were learning about. So I think this would have been really, really helpful. So if you are a group leader or an admin leader or a children's leader, this might be a great resource. I don't remember exactly how much this one cost. It came with a kit. It was I believe I got this at Joann's. I went to several stores looking for different things, but I believe I ended up finding this one at Joann's, and I had a pretty good coupon for Joann's. They had like a 60% off your whole order or something like that. The coupons this last week have been really, really good. So this came with like some stickers and some washi tape. It was kind of a little kit they came up with. The other thing that I found actually today at Hobby Lobby that made me think of Bible Study Fellowship was actually this tote. So this isn't from the Happy Planner. It's actually from, Agenda 52. This is the tag. It was $29.99 originally, but of course Hobby Lobby always has their 40% off coupons, so I used that. So I think I ended up spending about $17, $19 on it. But it has a lot of pockets here for pens or whatever you want, and then it also has pockets on each side. And then inside, it's a kind of a hard sides to it, and then there's a divider. But I was like, oh man, this would have been so helpful when I was a BSF leader, because I was carrying around so much stuff. I would always bring like a box of tissues, which I'm not sure a whole box of tissues would fit, but maybe one of the small ones. But I always would bring a little box with a box of tissues, extra blank name tags for people if they forgot their name tag. Of course, my Bible and my notes and, you know, my binder with my information. I'd always bring pens, and I'd always have like some mints and some candy for people. And I would always kind of lug it around, and this would have been so helpful. So anyways, this was at Hobby Lobby. I don't get paid by any of these people. I just want to share the information that I'm not making any money. But yeah, so I am really looking forward to using the system next year for Bible Study Fellowship. I think it's going to be a really great way to keep track of things, and also to just kind of keep it to look back on later. So if you are in Bible Study Fellowship, I'd love to know how you keep track of your notes and your lesson and your questions, and do you keep all of them from the years gone by? I know right now I still have all of mine from John and the Life of Moses and Romans. I still have all of them, and I probably will keep them. Maybe once I start recycling through the years and repeating years, maybe I'll rethink that, but I still do look back at them. And then if you use the Big Happy Planner, I would love to know different ways you use the Big Happy Planner. Do you use it for memory keeping purposes? Do you use it as your main planner to organize your days? I would just love to know. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. Hopefully this was interesting and helpful to somebody. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. All right. Bye.